All right, good morning. It's Thursday morning, and I'm going to do my homework via uh, video. So here it goes. I'll read both questions and then I'll answer them. What surprised you or resonated with you from the lecture/slash reading about complex assets? I can tell you right off the bat, I had never heard of a complex asset at all. And I don't know if I should be ashamed of that or what, but again, I'm being introduced to so many new terms that it's kind of scary. What are the implications for you in your church or nonprofit context? So I didn't know what the term meant, and even listening to the lecture was still somewhat confusing, and even the reading was just again I had to slow down to work through it, and I didn't get it until I came across that a complex asset is everything that isn't money, and then like, oh, I got that, or I think I get that. So a question that I have is a vehicle a complex asset? Because it's not money. Because I've received vehicles through our ministry before, and so maybe the term and the actual application weren't the same, but it's the same thing. I'm not sure about that, but I've received vehicles before, and so I think that was interesting. The idea of planned giving, that makes complete sense to me. The idea of I'm alive and I'm planning to give you something upon my death, that makes sense, like wills, trusts, life insurance. I like the quote that was said in the lecture. People don't want to give money away, right? They want to invest in bold, exciting, and inspiring ventures. I think that that's a phenomenal thing. I think our Center for Racial Reconciliation, which is my applied project, is just bold. It's exciting, and it's being built as a grassroots organization here in Minnesota. So it gives people on the ground an opportunity to have skills and training. So I think that that's something that people would want to donate to and maybe give their wills to and everything else. So we'll see about that. What else do we have? Oh, the question of a donor wants to know, why should I give to this organization? Why this project? Why now and why me? I think those are heartstring things. And so the idea of going out to find donors who have the same kind of heart music that you've got going on is a really good thing. I'm not sure if I feel comfortable. And maybe it's just an issue of comfortability talking to someone who is by far an older person, and then saying, you're going to die one day. And have you ever considered putting money in this way? And I'm not saying it's not appropriate, just that it makes me feel uncomfortable. So we'll have to kind of see through that. I thought it was interesting that there are three places that our state goes: charity, family, and government, and that we get to choose two of the three. And so choosing wisely would be very important. And I also think that this concept of giving beyond the checkbook. So we have an education fund that was given to the church in the 1950s. It's a huge chunk of money. And it just kind of builds, and and I'm not in charge of the finances of this, but literally each year it just kind of builds upon itself, and it just kind of sits there because a lot of people don't recognize or understand that we've got this thing, and two, it's not promoted to the community as such. And so those are two opportunities, I think, to use that in a very positive way. The second question is, what do you need to change in your church or your nonprofit so a donor member can contribute a complex asset? I'm not sure. I'm taking a guess here, or thinking that there needs to be more transparency on on the financial team. It's very closed. It's very closed. And I think, Thea, I've told you some of the issues that go on at the church that I think are dysfunctional. Those things need to be opened up, and I think there needs to be a fresh new conversation on how to use the finances at the church, because a great deal of these not huge, but very significant pots of money are just sitting there collecting money. And I think we're just waiting for the rainy day. And I think a large chunk of money was used at the beginning of this year before I was appointed here to fix the roof. But outside of that, there's not a great deal that goes on as it relates to what needs to change. I think overall that that the church isn't stingy, like we don't want to give. It's more of we're going to save this till we actually need it. And ministry is currently going on, and we actually could use the funds to do a great deal of good work. Hopefully this counts. Again, I'm still confused on complex assets, but I mean, this is the best I got for you. So have a great day. Take care. Peace.